An elderly man made a call that brought police straight to his doorstep.
He pushed one, Mom.
And he was hitting her while she was on the ground?
He couldn't help her up.
You heard it from the 5-year-old. Not good for him to see.
Neighbors shared what they saw, but something didn't quite add up.
Ago, they had a shooting right here, and that her daughter got in a fight. His daughter got in a fight with some people.
At one point she was, but he threw, he had, there was a plastic container, I guess, with her stuff in it or his stuff, and then he threw that out, and she ran up the street. And
Going which way? This
that
way?
way.
Okay.
Like a young couple yelling at each other.
Okay. But you didn't see anything physical?
The first house is when you turn on Oakland Court. It's like the first or second on the right.
Then police turned to the victim for answers. What she said left everyone confused.
So here's the thing, okay? We already have a witness that came forward and stated that they actually observed you being brought to the ground.
Okay,
and
I didn't
punched.
make the. Okay, so this is the thing I'm having. You're asking me, like, I called and made a report. Y'all follow up on me if I made a report, make sure I'm good. That's not how that works.
That's not how that
That's
works.
not how that works.
It's an
It's
investigation.
not domestic violence if no domestic violence if nobody physically put their hands on me. Nobody physically. No verbal. Then what that make me?
So we have video of him yelling. So
Okay, am I okay? Your follow-up, this is a good follow-up. I'm good. I'm not being touched on. I was not beat on.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice follow-up.
Okay, do you mind asking him to come so we can talk to him too?
My mommy off a foot.
What happened?
He pushed one, Mom.
And he was hitting her while she was on the ground?
He couldn't help her up.
You heard it from the 5-year-old.
I gotcha.
Not good for him to see.
Yeah.
He just got out of jail. He's on parole.
In our whole floor. How many lanes are we going to need to block off?
It's Antonio. I forgot his last name.
East on the river, we need to block them all
Grab
off.
a pen real quick, get some information.
With EMS here, I have 2 lanes blocked off right now.
Gray car.
I got one open.
In a gray car?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And I had to bring Tony home.
Ah.
Were you able to see 2 different crashes? And they're not the same.
Twister. The car.
I did not. I can directly to this one, and I don't see one in front of the R&R
No,
tire.
not. I'm looking crashing.
Check 84 to check 80. I don't think there's one so far. That's
What's
the one
Antonio's
that's the
last
front
name?
end of the old Bojangles. So far.
The one that's with Deja.
That's all right. Thank you.
Today. Yep.
41 Charlie 2.
Jalen does?
41
Deja,
Charlie
she
2.
ain't gonna tell me. Alright.
41 Charlie 2. Water system.
I'm trying to find his last name. I
Copy,
thought you had a
water
picture of
3
him when he was in jail.
4 Charlie 1. I'm on 10.3.
Okay. So we can't pull her up.
Copy.
Alright.
4 Charlie 1 to the units coming. That's it. One person
just took off with him.
Coming in the rear. Close off. 2 of those lanes so we convert everybody into 1 lane.
I'm just gonna, I don't want him anywhere near here anymore. Alright. Yeah, I got a copy.
Charlie 1 to 45. When you come down the Montgomery in the rear, and block off the first 2 lanes so we can move everybody into
Look it up, call me back.
Half this accident.
Or he's gonna look it up right now. My
No,
son's
we're
the next
pulling around
sheriff.
I got you.
Oh.
Was he living with her at some point?
He's staying here, and I don't want him here because, you know, neither one of them. She's 24, and that's her son. I don't want to give up on my great-grandson, leave him to go with the wolves, you know?
Right.
So I end up being a caretaker for them all. I'm a single grandfather of 7.
Gotcha.
There you go, King. Go on the side.
What's her name?
Her name is Deja, D-E-J-A.
What's her date of birth?
Her date of birth is, let's see, I think 99.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What did he go to jail for?
It's only
24.
one, sir.
Huh?
What did he go to jail for?
Drugs.
Drugs?
No serious injuries?
He's a thug drug dealer.
I think that's
That's what she seems to be attracted to.
What's her date of birth? Or, I'm sorry, contact number?
Let me see.
Or give me a call when you get a chance.
Actually, he has her phone, changed it. So. But, it's just like her mom, falling into controlling guys, because they've been abused. Deja's ADHD, bipolar, you know, she's a 49er all the way, oppositional defiance disorder with a anger disorder, and she's narcissistic. How's that for a handful?
That's a lot.
Yep. That's why she's still with me, because she can't get nowhere.
Okay, and the little one's name?
Kid? That's King. C-I-N-G.
Dispatch to 500.
Hayward.
We have a 26 Bolo
His last
for
name's
East Highway 80 and
Hayward.
East Victory Drive. For a black Mazda 3 with the Georgia tag. Romeo Juliet.
And
India
King's last name?
4611. RJI. No.
Saint
Flipping other
King.
vehicles off.
But she spelled it C-I-N-G,
Dispatch
so I
broadcast
go
at
ching-ching.
1321.
What's his date of birth?
Huh?
His date of birth?
Let's see.
What's your birthday, buddy?
I don't know, Papa.
You don't know?
Yeah?
5 years ago? 2000? No. 2000. Huh?
17 or
17.
17?
And your first and last name?
45, 44. You
David?
guys have one up there?
Well, that not.
And your date of birth?
58. I'm old. Turned 65 this year. I retired at 42.
Just the number, right?
Huh? I'm
Just
a
the number,
retired
right?
correction lieutenant from Connecticut.
Yeah, I couldn't do corrections. I salute you guys for that one.
9 riots. I had enough of this crap.
Yep.
And I don't
Good
need a
contact
damn
number?
inmate acting like he's got it all together.
Right.
Huh?
Good contact number. Let me
You
see
know,
if I
the two
can't
of
look
them,
him up real
the
quick.
enemies, the police, said, no, they help.
Right.
Can use a professional help.
Yeah. So, you know better than most. Without a victim or a suspect here, there's not much more I can do.
I know.
That's the case report number there. My name, badge number. Need a copy of the report. Grab that right there. If she wants to talk to somebody, Safe Shelter's numbers are up there. DA's numbers over here.
Yep.
And, you know, if he's on parole, maybe a nice phone call.
Yeah. Well, it's like my son. He's an ex-sheriff, and he was actually Jason Kennedy, the poster boy for Black Lives Matters.
Sugar Bush
Right.
Road
When
and
the
Indigo
inmate
Circle.
died, the SCAD student,
-30s.
he was the only
looking for
white
a
guy
city
that
of
showed
Savannah
up down there,
vehicle and a black
pulled them all
Lexus.
off. He was a corporal of the year, everything. And next
Right.
thing you know, they hung him out to dry, fired everybody else, and he was the only one charged. They charged him with murder, manslaughter, cruelty to an inmate, and aggravated assault.
Jesus.
And the judge down here in Thunderbolt, the guy's name, took the case and got him off all of his charges, but he don't want to ever go back to the sheriff's department. Can't play
Well,
the
I
good
bet
old boy
not.
system. You
Yeah.
know? But it was a nightmare for him.
4, Charlie 1, how we looking at call?
It's nuts.
The whole
Looking
thing
good.
is just as documented, so if he
Which one?
comes back and starts your shit again, it's a
What?
phone call and it adds to it.
Well, and what you'll want to do.
And that girl there, I'm going to end up taking custody
So we're
of
going to
him.
keep it all closed for now.
But eventually, I'm trying to, she needs help.
44-hour copy down here.
And she thinks marijuana maintenance is the answer,
Yeah,
All
well,
of these bounds are
Can't help those who don't want to help themselves.
Nope.
And
You can't. I know that more than anyone.
DFAX's number's in there.
I was a DUI coordinator for Flowers
Oh, okay.
for a
I
year
knew
down
why
here.
you was
I
a
worked for
police
Savannah
officer.
Area Behavioral Health, American Works, 8 years.
Papa, you was a police
Savannah
officer.
area for 8 years until they lost their contract.
5157.
I went
You know
to
the
Brunswick
police
Drug
bill.
Court for Judge Amanda Williams for 2 years.
Oh, you're
Right.
right.
Yeah, I know how to deal with them. But
Yep. So,
just sucks.
yeah, defects' numbers in there, and you know, of course, you know the procedures. Go down to the courthouse, get eviction stuff started, and
Yep.
probably be a good idea to get him kicked out of here. At the very least, less trouble for you.
Yeah, he's got to go.
So,
He ain't coming back.
all right. Good luck.
you.
Can you find the great pop?
Savannah Police. How you doing? Culver's Savannah Police Department. You know anything that happened over here on the 4th of this month?
I do not. Now, this lady might know. And in fact, I think her son is a police officer. So, but about a year or so ago, they had a shooting right here, and that her daughter got in a fight. His daughter got in a fight with some people.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So he may be at the doctor's now. He left her though.
Because again, we're just trying to figure out a situation that happened between the daughter and some guy that she's with. So.
Oh, same thing.
I mean, I'm not sure. That's why I'm trying to reach out to them.
She would know.
I appreciate it, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
How you doing?
Hi.
Culver's Savannah Police Department. By chance, did you see anything that happened here on the 4th of this month with the daughter?
Yeah.
What did you see?
Well, she was parked here, and her and her boyfriend were here, and they got into some kind of a altercation, and
What kind of altercation exactly?
He was fighting with her.
How so?
You know, physically.
Okay.
It was a physical
Okay.
And
Did you see what he was doing to her, or what she was doing to him? What
he
what
was
did
hitting her.
How like was it fists, slaps? What kind? Do you know?
Well, at one point she was, but he threw. He had. There was a plastic container, I guess, with her stuff in it or his stuff, and then he threw that out, and then she ran up the street and
Going which way? This
that
way?
way.
Okay.
But then she came back and she said things like, "You can destroy my cell phone. I don't care." And they were using profanity and things like that. And the little boy, her son was out here seeing all of this, watching.
How old is he?
He's about 5, so he saw the father beating the mother up. Yeah.
And this all happened right here?
Yeah, right here.
What kind of vehicle was it?
I'm sorry. I see you have a ring camera. Do you know if it extends this way?
Yeah, it does, but I asked the son's girlfriend to park, and because every time a car goes by, it goes
So I'll
off.
trigger it, yeah.
Yeah, so she was parked there, so it didn't catch it.
Do you think you might be able to look at the footage to see if it might have caught what happened?
No, it didn't. I've erased stuff.
Okay, I got you.
Because
But
I
you,
get this traffic.
but you did witness what happened.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I don't want to get involved with their personal stuff and the domestic stuff. But if you see a man hitting and beating a lady,
then that's obviously something that you want to speak up about.
Yeah, and so I started to call the police, but I think the father called the police.
Yeah, he did. He did. By chance, can I just have your information just so we show that we spoke to you, please? What's your name?
Barbara, Barbara.
Last name?
German.
Date of birth?
Mint vinegar.
Date of birth, please.
4.
And a good phone number for you. All right. Now, again, we're very appreciative that you actually spoke out and told us what happened. And obviously, if we do have any other questions, concerns, we'll definitely reach out to you. Did you see her come back since?
I think she may come back, but she hides her car, so he doesn't know she's here.
What kind of car does she normally drive?
She has a gray SUV, Chevy, I think.
Okay, it's like a Tahoe. Suburban is like longer or shorter?
It's a standard. It's an older.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
But I know that, that she's trying to avoid him.
Okay.
Right.
I got you.
Well, we can help her, get resources to help her stay safe with her kid. Yeah. And that's why we want to get in touch with her, just to make sure keep her safe.
Yeah, that's the thing that bothered me the most, because the little boy was here, saw all of this, and it's just upsetting. Like if you see a man physically.
Of course.
Okay, so, and just to backtrack on that one more time. So, with the whole physical altercation between him and her, you saw him punching her. Was that in the car or outside the car? Outside the car, in front of the car. So she was on the ground when it was happening too. Do you know how long that lasted?
It was a scuffle. I can't, I don't know how long. I know, I think she got up and ran down the street.
And he stayed in the car, then she came back?
And he threw her stuff out of the car and stuff.
And did they both leave together, or did they separate?
No.
Okay.
How did he leave? I don't know. After that, the father came out, and I went inside.
Okay. All right.
Did anybody else see it that you know of?
No. Just her father, and I was right here. I was cleaning the stuff up on the outside. Yeah. And then I just want to just...
Well, it's understandable. It's understandable. Yeah. But again, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. And like I said, if we do have any other questions, we'll reach out to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, have a good day. Enjoy your weekend, okay? All right, let me go right quick over there because there's a camera there. So, because if you ran that, there's a camera in that house, there's a camera in that house. This one looks empty, so I'm going to go. I mean, you try to make contact with them. I'll just make contact with them real quick. Savannah Police. Hello. Corporal's out of Savannah Police Department. How are you doing today? I'm doing well, We're doing an investigation right now for an incident that happened on the 4th at that residence over there, the white residence. By chance, did you see or hear anything happening between a male and a female fighting? That was on the 4th of this month?
No, I didn't.
By chance, I see they have cameras, a doorbell camera and a camera over there. Do you think it's possible for you to look at the video footage to see if the camera's like on anything? Of course. Do you mind if I come in?
Come on.
Oh. Just hit reboot and see if it'll start back up. That is extremely ironic and inconvenient timing, I think. This is the other officer. She's coming in. I guess while I was doing that, have you noticed like any issues that come out of that White House in particular, like past few days, few weeks, few months?
Not really. I've noticed there are more people. There have been more people over there lately. But normally, it's just the guy who lives there, the older guy. And, you know, he's a